Hey pressure washing business owners, my name is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about ranking the worst to best pressure washing leads you guys can get. Because as we've discussed in several other videos and conversations that I have with clients and potential prospects, we hear what are the best lead sources, what are the best ways to generate leads, what kind of follow-up do you need to have whenever you are reaching out to a particular lead. Because if you look at one of our previous videos, we go ahead and we say that some of our clients say the leads are weak. And depending on where you're generating lead sources from is going to factor into the quality of that lead as well, right? Like how invested they are into your business and, actually working with you, how much they're gonna end up paying for a service. Are they gonna be cheap? All of these different factors, right, come into play when you're getting leads from different sources. Now, leads are leads, regardless of how low or high quality they are, they're leads essentially, right? And so the biggest caveat that I want to go ahead and say is that, some of these methods that I'm going to talk about in this video may be better for some businesses than others, right? I'm speaking in general, and I'm speaking obviously off of my opinion and working with over 40 to 50 pressure washing businesses, right? And having my own home service business that I'm invested in as well. And also, I want to give the definitions of what I'm talking about, best and worst, right? Now, just like I just said previously, the best kind of leads that you guys can get are customers that will schedule out their time. Like, they don't care when you come out to work for them. They're willing to pay top dollar. They're willing to refer you to other people. They're willing to leave you glowing reviews. These are like the best type of customers that you can potentially have, or the best type of leads, right? The worst type of leads that you can get are people that are super cheap, people that want the service done that same day and they cannot wait because they, like I said, when you have a quality service, people are willing to wait. These people don't really care about the quality of service, right? They're just like, I want cheap, I want now, all of that, right? So that's what I'm defining as worst. When it comes to following up with them, they're not good at communicating, right? When it comes to best, those people are good at communicating, right? When it comes to good leads, they're easy to communicate with. Bad leads are not easy to communicate with. You got to follow up with them several freaking times, right? So yes, that is what I'm defining as, the best and the worst when it comes to those leads. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. And I'm going to start with the worst, and then I'm going to go to the best, guys. So I'm going from worst to best, right? So the worst I'm going to talk about first right now are shared leads. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about when I say shared leads. Shared leads are from companies like HomeAdvisor's Angie's List, right? Because even myself, I've done trial runs where I've actually said, what the heck, let me fill out one of these HomeAdvisor forms, right? And what ends up happening is that when I filled out that form as if I was a potential customer, what ended up happening is I had 6 to 7, businesses actually reach out to me asking for services. And so, with services like HomeAdvisor, you're actually not paying if the lead converts, you're just paying if they send you a lead, right? So they're sending that lead to 7 other people. So even if you don't get to talk to that lead, even if that lead doesn't pick up, you're still getting charged for that, right? And that is one of the worst lead sources that you can get. Now, I'm not saying that you can't utilize HomeAdvisor, because I have very few clients that use HomeAdvisor still, and they're able to maximize and get the best results from it because they're on it immediately. But when you have shared leads, like I said, these people aren't that invested, because even for me, I just filled out a little bit. I didn't even, fill out all of the project details. I didn't do any of that. HomeAdvisor was basically like, oh, we have your name, we have your number, we're gonna send you, these companies right here. That's all they really cared about. They didn't care about the scope of my project. They didn't care about any of that. So as you guys can tell, not only is it a bottom of the barrel type of lead, but that bottom of the barrel lead is also going to 6 to 7 or even more, pressure washing companies as well. So that's why I say one of the worst lead sources you can go ahead and get for a pressure washing business is going to be shared leads like HomeAdvisor's and Angie's List. Now, my next one is going to go ahead and be leads from a purchased list. So not very many pressure washing businesses do that, but you can go online and you can go ahead and reach out to companies that will give you a list of, potential customers that are ready to buy pressure washing services, right? Well, as you guys know, these really are going to be, once again, bottom of the barrel, bottom tier type of, customers and prospects. Now, do not get this confused with services like dope marketing, where you can actually purchase lists of like homeowners with certain demographics, right, that you can target, which I will talk about later in this video. But with these purchase lead lists, essentially what they are is you reach out to these companies, they'll give you a list at like a fixed cost, like $200, whatever it may be, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, however you have it structured with them, right? And usually where these leads come from are just cheap Facebook leads, right? Where they're running Facebook ads and then they're giving these people an incentive to go ahead and click the get free estimate button, or like get a free estimate and we'll give you a gift card or whatever it may be, right? I've seen it several times. And these people will fill out these forms just to get the incentive, or they'll fill out these things, just to go ahead and fill out a free estimate to get whatever incentive or offers being, or whatever incentive is being offered, right? So with that being said, when you get a list of these 200 contacts, whatever it is, like I said, it's just bottom of the barrel, people that are really invested into, getting a service done by you, right? So when you purchase these lead lists at that point, most business owners know that when they get these lists, 75 to 80% of these, contacts are going to be terrible, and you're just gonna have to sift through them, right? So I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about, purchase lead lists, because not a lot of pressure washing businesses do that. You have more like roofing businesses that do that, and higher ticket type of businesses that do that, where they, purchase leads from a list. Now, my next one, and the rest that we're going on with the video, the rest of these lead sources that I'm going to talk about, these are actually very good. And like I said, I'm ranking them from worst to best, guys. So I just named, the worst, which was shared leads. I just talked about, buying leads from a purchase list. And now I'm going to go ahead and talk about, print marketing, right? Because print marketing works awesome. It works awesome, right? And what I'm, specifically talking about is yard signs and direct mail, because that's what I see most pressure washing businesses utilize when they're doing print marketing, right? And so with yard signs, you have the ability to go to, to be able to put them in neighborhoods that you want to, that are very affluent, or, rich areas, as I should say. With EDDMs, it's the same thing. You can also do that as well. And so what I didn't want you guys to get mixed up about when it came to me talking about lists is because, there's companies like Dope Marketing that go ahead and actually, provide you a list. And I've done it with one of my clients to where, we've purchased a list, and not to be confused what I just talked about with a purchase list, but you guys will see where I'm getting on with this though. But we would purchase a list of like, 60,000 people that had like $500,000, homes or higher, right, in value. And when we got these lists, what we would go ahead and do is we would do a EDDM campaign, which is basically you get little mailers and you mail them out, right? So we get that list, which that list will consist of people's name, address, their phone number, all of that stuff. But obviously we would send it to their address, address them, but we would just do direct mail campaigns to this list of people, because that even if you get, even if you get 4 or 5 jobs from this, that these are going to be high quality leads, right? And I'm saying 4 or 5, and that's really, at the low end of things, right? You'll probably get a lot more if you're sending EDDM to 60,000 people, right? But the downside of like print marketing, and the downside of a lot of that is, for examples, with yard signs, like I said, you can track this stuff. You can definitely track it. But as you guys know, it's just going to be people that are just calling you that are at stopways or wherever you're putting them at in neighborhoods, right? And so with yard signs, it usually has probably about 1 to 5, or I would say at the highest like 10%, interaction rate. But the thing is though, is that you want to put out a mass volume of signs consistently, because I have a lot of clients that kill it off of yard signs. But with yard signs, you have to be putting them out consistently in large volumes and at certain time periods as well. Like, you don't want to put them in areas that you don't want to work in. And as you guys know, one of the downsides to direct mail is going to go ahead and be like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I open up my mailbox and I have a lot of those like coupons and direct mail and all that kind of stuff, I usually tend to throw that away immediately. Not everybody does that, but as you guys know, it has like a 1 to 3% like interaction rate as well when it comes to direct mail, so you need to be doing it in troves. But the thing that I love about, you know, print marketing and like yard signs and direct mail is that you can couple them with other kind of marketing. Like I talked about, if you have a lead list that you or not a lead list that you purchase, but my bad guys, don't want to confuse you, but if you have a list, right, of, you know, certain demographics of people that have, you know, whether it's sorted out by income, their home value, whatever it may be, and then you go ahead and you send them direct mail or you put out yard signs in those certain particular areas, then you know that those people that are going to interact with those yard signs or with those EDDMs, you know that those people are going to be the right type of customer for you because you set your demographics. So those are the type of people that you're willing to work with, right? And so that's one thing that I love about print marketing. Like I said, there's some downsides to it. Like one of the other downsides of yard signs is how physically taxing it can be, you know, to put them all out at once, right? And consistently do that at all times. But the leads that come from that, the leads that come from yard signs and print marketing can be very good. They can, but like I said, it can be taxing and it has to be done in a volume-based type of manner. Now I'm going to move on to the next one, right? Which, like I said, guys, we're going from worst to best. So I just named shared leads, which are the worst. You have leads from a purchase list, you know, and then we just talked about print marketing. Now I'm going to talk about paid leads, you know, such paid leads on the internet, right? Internet marketing or paid leads from Google ads and Facebook ads. Now, if you guys have been on this channel, you guys kind of know my preference when it comes to Google ads and Facebook ads. As you guys know, I'm very biased and I love Google more than I like Facebook when it comes to that. But I know there's businesses and companies out there that run killer Facebook ad campaigns. So that's why I'm going to group these together in this video at least, right? So Google ads and Facebook ads are definitely awesome, and they're probably one of the most effective way to probably the most effective way to market your business online, right? Because we know print marketing isn't online necessarily, right? But, you know, like I said, Google ads and Facebook ads are some of the best ways to do it online. Because as you know, with Google, people are searching you up. People are looking, these are people that, you know, have the need for pressure washing services. So if somebody types in pressure washing services, pressure washing near me, as you know, that's a high quality lead because they're looking for your service, right? And on Facebook ads, sometimes you have, like I said, it's the same way, you know, when it comes to doing like and buying lists and all that other kind of stuff, you have the ability to go ahead and set your demographic of the people you want to target as well with Facebook ads, and it can be very cheap. And also you have a way of getting a message out to thousands, if not millions of people with Facebook ads as well, right? And so you can have videos, you can do discounts, and you have an easy way because where's all the attention nowadays? You know, the attention is on social media a lot of the time. So even with Facebook ads, most people have Facebook ads, and like you said, even the young kids like me that are in their 20s, whether it be early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, those really aren't your target customers. So when you're targeting Facebook ads and you're targeting homeowners and things, you know, we know that most people that are 35 and above have a Facebook and they interact with it quite frequently as well. So Facebook ads is one of my favorite ways, you know, to generate leads. Definitely not over Google ads. Google ads to me reign supreme over Facebook ads, but like I said, I thought I would couple them because they're both paid lead or paid, you know, advertising sources on the internet, and so that's why I kind of wanted to combine them, right? And so like I said, with Google, you're getting right there in front of those people that need that demand. If they're typing power washing near me, pressure washing services, those are people that need your service. They need it now. They're going to tend to be, you know, like I said, high quality. Trust me, you will have low ballers in those fields as well, especially on Facebook, because like I've talked about in previous video, with Facebook, like I said, you're joining other people's party. You're interrupting them while they're scrolling on Facebook, looking at cat videos, Donald Trump videos. But nonetheless, like I said, you can, you know, you have the ability to really customize your message with Facebook ads, which is why I like them. And like I said, overall, these lead sources are some of the best when it comes to online, if not the best when it comes to generating leads online for your pressure washing business, right? So now I'll get to the next one, which is organic search engine leads. Now these are by far probably some of the best that you can get on the internet, right? Which is, a lot of you guys know that's just SEO. Like SEO, I'll just call it SEO leads, right? SEO leads are some of the best leads that you can get because, like I said in previous other videos, you have that certain investment level. So what I tend to see is that people that, find your business in that map pack where they see your reviews, they go to your website, these are people that aren't necessarily looking for the cheapest person. They're also looking for, a quality service, because if they weren't going to do so, they could just go ahead and go to a phone book. They could just go ahead and just go on Facebook and type in any pressure washing company, or go on Google and type in any pressure washing company, and then at that point just call, right? But when you get an SEO lead, these are usually people that, will type in things like pressure washing near me, skip the Google ads, go to the map pack, look at your reviews, look at what other people say about you, go to your website, see how nice your website looks. Because I will tell you guys, if some people may choose you, especially sometimes when it comes to commercial jobs sometimes. Now I'm not saying all the time, but what I'm saying is that if you have a nice looking website, they'll go to your website, they'll see your before and after photos, they'll see how professional you look if you do have a professional website, and they say, yes, Billy Bob Joe over here was a little cheaper, but you know what, this company right here has way more reviews, their website looks way more professional, they have really good before and after photos. If we have to pay a higher price, we're willing to do that because we already did our research on this company. And so what I've realized is that people that do SEO, or not people that do SEO, but people that have good SEO and that rank very well, and they get customers from their SEO efforts, those customers tend to be really good customers, like I said, because they do a lot of research beforehand before reaching out. And so, like I said, organic leads on Google are some of the best way. And guess what? They're free for you, right? So not only are you getting these top quality, qualified leads, and good customers, because these customers, like I said, they've done their research, they're invested. They probably not only looked at your website and your business, but they've looked at several other websites and businesses as well. So when they go with you, or when they contact you, they're more than likely going to go with you because they've done their research beforehand. And so that's something that you guys definitely want to go ahead. Like I said, if you're not doing SEO in your business, that's something that you probably want to go ahead and do, right? So yes, SEO leads are, to me, the second best, because now, guys, I'm getting into the best. And the best lead that you can generate is going to be in-house, referral, or your existing customer. Overall, that is the best lead that you guys are going to go ahead and get. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Like I said, a referral, that's where we make up 90% of the business for our agency that we drive, is based off referral from you guys saying Jonathan and his company do a good job marketing our business. And so when you tell somebody else that, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to Jonathan. This guy that I know and trust says that he's good. We've already established that trust and all of that, or they've already established that trust with Jonathan. What the heck? I trust this guy, so therefore his word's going to be good. I'm probably more than likely going to work with Jonathan. And it's the same thing with you guys. If they see the neighbor's house and they see that, oh, you know what? Your house looks good. Who did that? And they're like, oh, it was this pressure washing company over here. That person's more than likely going to work with you, right? Because that person's already going to ask how much it costs that person. They already saw your results. They already saw all of that. And so referrals are some of the best way, because you don't have to sift through people that are price shopping. These people know what they want. They know what result they want, because like I said, what I tell a lot of home service business owners and even pressure washing business owners is that a lot of the time people just want a guaranteed service or a guaranteed experience. And what do I mean by that? People know that this is what the price is. This is how long it's going to take them. This is the result I'm going to get, right? That's all people really want to. At the end of the day, that's I would say the number one factor in closing when it comes to that is what experience are you going to give what experience are you going to give the customer, right? Are they going to get the same price? Are they going to go ahead when it comes to doing all of this? Are they going to get the same level of service, the same level of price, and the same level of results every single time with that consistency? And that's basically what referrals are, is that you're basically saying, you know, to that customer that we're offering this level of consistency for you. And, you know, like I said, you have that authority and you have that trust built with them. And so even when you have your CRM, which a lot of people aren't utilizing as well, is that you can, if you have a CRM, which is a customer relations manager, what you can go ahead and do is you can hit up existing contacts that are in your database and people that you already have worked with, because people that you have already worked with know, like I said previously, your level of service, your customer experience, your consistency. They already know that about your business. So therefore, when you reach out to them, you know, come beginning of spring, or, you know, if you're offering a new service and you hit them up with a discount, at that point, they're probably going to close because they already know the expectation. They already know what they're getting, right? So they're going to be very easy to close. Like I always say, it's easier for somebody to pay you when they've already paid you than somebody to whip out their wallet, you know, to you the very first time, right? So like I said, in-house, referral, existing customer leads are the absolute best that you can get for your business. But guys, how do you go ahead and you generate, you know, referral and existing customers already? You have to get new customers, because what? New customers will turn into referral customers. They will turn into existing customers, right? And so if you guys need help with your marketing, you know, us over at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, we help countless pressure washing businesses go ahead and do this for themselves. So yeah, if you need that, the free strategy, you know, to book a free strategy call is in the description below. But yes, guys, to give you a general overview of this video and to give you a general overview of ranking from worst to best. You know, worst being shared leads, best being in-house and referral. But, you know, to go and recap how we had them in order, was shared leads were the worst. Then it went from leads that leads from a purchase list. Then it went from print marketing. Then it went from paid leads on Google ads and Facebook ads. Then it went from organic SEO leads, and then it went to in-house and referral, you know, existing customers. So yes, guys, this was a requested video from, you know, it was actually a highly requested video from a lot of people. So I want to go ahead and do it because this is going to help you guys close. This is going to help you guys with the mentality that you guys need to have when you get leads from certain sources, right? You need to have a different mentality of closing and, you know what I mean, experience with a lead from a yard sign than you would from a lead from SEO or from a referral customer, right? You have to have a different mindset when it comes to closing and all of that. And so with that being said, guys, hopefully this video provided you value. We love to come back with you guys from another video, and thank you for watching. Make sure that you're gonna go ahead and subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all the latest pressure washing news coming from Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching once again.